What if we could live on the red planet without spacesuits? That isn't actually that far off. So how do you turn a barren red dust ball into a lush green and blue planet teeming with life? One word: terraforming. Step 1. Heat things up. At night, Mars temperatures can get all the way down to about minus 73 degrees Celsius. So we won't quite be able to live comfortably without a spacesuit unless we heat things up a bit. Not only would it make it more comfortable, it would also melt the ice caps at the poles, releasing water, which would be the first step towards life on the red planet. But how do you heat up a frozen dust ball? Well, we're already doing that on Earth. We just need to release enough greenhouse gases to create an atmosphere to trap in the heat from the sun. The water from the poles would also help with that, as water vapor is a greenhouse gas in itself. Step 2. Add basic plant life. Now that we have a planet with liquid water in a CO2-based atmosphere, we just need to add some basic life, like algae. Not only would basic plant life absorb some of the CO2, it would also add oxygen into the atmosphere, all while giving the coasts a nice green tint. Step 3. Add trees. Just algae won't be enough to create enough oxygen. Planting trees would generate even more oxygen and make the place feel a little more like home. Step 4. Add herbivores. With all this oxygen and plant life, the next obvious step would be to add herbivores, to balance out the oxygen and CO2 levels, and also to keep the plant life under control. Adding herbivores would also add some prey for the carnivores, which is the next step. Step 5. Add carnivores. Adding carnivores will create a balanced ecosystem, along with helping to balance out the oxygen and CO2 levels. Step 6. Add humans. The whole reason we would do all this is to create a second home for the human race. So you would add a colony of humans to live out their new lives on the not-so-red planet. While all this sounds simple, it wouldn't even be close to that simple. First, we would have to worry about transporting all the equipment and organisms needed, which would be super expensive. We would also have to find a way to monitor the levels of the atmosphere and the ecosystem. There are also some other challenges to face, such as the lower gravity on Mars. Any humans living on Mars wouldn't ever be able to live on Earth again due to bone and muscle loss. Also, the atmosphere wouldn't stay very long without a strong gravitational pull to hold it down. Mars also doesn't have a magnetosphere to protect it from solar radiation. The atmosphere would be whisked away in a relatively short amount of time. The inhabitants would also be exposed to dangerous levels of radiation, which isn't good for life at all. So if we somehow found a way to overcome these hurdles, we might be able to make a second home for humanity. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, why not watch some of my other videos and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And if you have any questions or video ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.